Alright, now we're going to take a closer look at the head. So let me get this off, this bracket. Shit, maybe I can't get that one off. The valve cover bolts are just 1/4-20s, and I have a plethora of 1/4-20s, so I just use those. And they worked really well. And I grabbed, what, 4 holes on this side, 3 on this side, so this head isn't anywhere near heavy enough to strain those bolts. So, not only is it nice to have a 3/8 impact driver that's not a drill, I used this is a 1/2-inch impact driver, and it has a lot of torque. I broke every single one of these loose except for the back corner one. I showed you how I did that. I did all of them with this. I broke them all loose relatively easily. Good tool to have. Saves a lot of wear and tear on your body, which in my case matters. Alright, so we're going to take a look here. Geez, it's a little dark in here, but take a look and see if we see anything wrong up close. Let's see, do I have anything to bang on this with? No, none of the springs are broken or loose or sound different. Excuse me. Okay. Man, I'll be damned. Those spark plug wires. Could have lost spark, could have lost compression. Let's take a closer look and get my gloves off here. By the way, I don't know this brand very well. I had it in my travel trailer. God, I hope you can see that. These last a long time, and they come up your wrist further. I used one set a month ago. I used them 5 separate times, the same set. So they're way better than the cheap ones. They're way better. These are extra large latex. Well, there you go. I'm going to bring you guys down and zoom you across the... Alright, so, you know, if you look, this one here is exhaust, or I'm sorry, the intake. No, dummy, exhaust. You'll see they're all just about the same color, a nice tan. The intake valves, which are larger, are just about the same pattern, same color, same everything. Like I said in a way earlier video, there was no sign of blown head gasket for the overheating. It was strictly the cooling system, full of crud and the radiator needing rotted out. So anyway, I don't see anything wrong, and I sure don't see spark plugs like plugged with aluminum or anything like that. I don't see it at all, and I'm This thing was missing a cylinder. When it started knocking real bad, that last 15 minutes I was driving it, it all of a sudden started missing at the exact same moment. Had a cylinder miss that was real bad, and it was knocking really bad. So I'm sure a big chunk of that, whatever piston it was, broke off and made the knocking worse. I'm sure of that. But why would it cause a miss? I didn't see any chunks out of pistons. I don't see a valve being held open, you know, losing compression. I don't know, but it was missing bad. It was missing real bad. So maybe when we pull the oil pan off, we'll have the mystery of what is causing this thing to die. The only thing I found that I was wondered a little bit about, and I don't know if you can see it. You see all the rust in that hole? The bolt has a perfectly even coating of very fine rust. Not heavy rust like water and stuff, but all the other bolt holes are black and clean. This one was very rusted. See that? And I don't know why. The bolt's the same way. It's all coated in a super fine bit of rust. So I'm a little worried about that. I think it's a factory head gasket. This was I'm the third owner. The second owner only owned it for a year, and the first owner had it, you know, the other 29 years. So there's a lot of good stuff here, but you can see the rust all over everything. The cooling system wasn't paid attention to like it should have been. So let's see, let me get a paper towel. Sorry, didn't plan on doing this. What I wanted to do is, that's the gasket. Yeah, see, that's where they usually blow through in the center. And this is just fine. There's nothing. Shit, is this the, oh, wait, this is actually the block. I guess there's the hole, it's all rusty. I guess the gasket came off with it. You know, I can't tell. The light's not that good in here. Maybe the gasket's still on there. And the bolt, if you can see it in the light, see that? It's different. So, I don't know why, and I'm a little worried. But it's obviously a long-term issue. Anyway, okay. So, okay. Oh yeah, the gasket's still here. Okay. So, it wasn't blown between any of the cylinders, at least on this side of the gasket. And I don't see it. This thing was overheated a bunch of times. I overheated it twice myself, and it just solid as a rock. Anyway, and the valves, let's see if I can show this to you. I don't even know if I can. If you look at the valves, they're sitting up a little high compared to this lower surface. See that? They're all sitting up nice. It means there hasn't been a valve job done on this thing. It's original. And I think that's good. I think this whole thing's original. It ran good until that, it had some piston slap obviously, but I don't know what the hell was going on that last day, man. It was knocking hard and suddenly missing. I expected to see aluminum in the combustion chamber and something plugged shut, you know, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that piston may have self-destructed. Maybe the rod and the pin pulled out of the piston, and there was no longer any compression on that cylinder. Anyway, here we are. It's looking good. I don't really want to start on the valves just yet. I've got some carbide valve seat cutters that I'm going to do that with. I can grind them on this tool here. I think this is pre-World War II, but it works really good, and you true up the stone. This is an industrial diamond mounted on a post. They're not worth anything, but they cut these wheels down real well. Chuck the valve in here, run it up against that face, and it refaces them very nicely. So I rebuilt this back in the mid-80s from the guy I got it from. So lots of ways to do it. Hopefully none of them are burnt. They look good. We'll find out. Thanks. See you. Bye.